The interaction system allows you to have your character or AI components interact with the world in a simple way. The first component is the interactor or interactor 2D script, depending on whether you're using a 3D or 2D project. This basically sets up a set of layers for you to do raycasts on to find objects that are marked as interactable. You can also broadcast events on the broadcasting system, which we covered in a different video for when you have found or lost contact with an interactable object, and it raises those events here for Unity as well. Seems I had a 3D on here as well, so I'm just going to remove that from the sample project now, so it doesn't confuse anyone in the future. That was probably when I was spreading documentation. Anyway, so that's the core, is we have to have the interactor, which again we can see is shooting out its raycast right here. Then we also need objects for it to interact with. Now there's a base class called interactable. And this simply allows you to see that you can interact with this object and raise a couple of events. I don't think there's anyone that is a plain interactable on this one, so actually signs are. So here's the base interactable object. It says whether or not you can interact with it, what text it should display when it is visible. You can also send an audio clip to the audio pool, which we'll cover in a moment. And we can raise an event on when we interact with it. We also have a couple of customized, specialized interactors. So interactable door derives from the interactable object and has an open and close text and can play an animation as well, and has multiple sounds. So let's dive in real quick and have a look at this. So I'm going to move my character around and we'll turn on gizmos real quick. So this is our interactor line, and you can see as soon as we get within range, we can do that. So the audio pool subscribes to a broadcast channel of whatever name you want, and it will only create new objects as needed to cut down the number of objects in your scene. And you can see over here we have, this one is an interactable switch. It has an on-off state. And then we simply have a sign as well. And then we have a door. When working with a 3D object, you can instead place this coming out of the center of the object, or you can have it coming out of the camera. You can set the distance in which it can interact. And I do want to come back to the sign here real quick. So an important thing to notice is that we do take care to hide this interaction and disable it when it's up with other things. So as soon as that object goes out of view, in this case, we don't have a specialized one for sign right now, but what we do is we set it to be not interactable, and then the sign itself, when you dismiss it from the camera, reactivates it as interactable. We hope you enjoy this and that it makes your development cycle easier. Thank you.